Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm gonna do an oracle and affirmations for today. Today is Wednesday, September 24th, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates. It all might resonate. It's affirmations. We're gonna use the Sacred Creators Oracle by Chris Ann. You can find that anywhere. At your local anywhere. We got two on the table. Hey, Bob. I know, you're so handsome. You're so handsome. It's nice and cool right now, so I opened all the windows and turned off the air. I probably should have done that last night. We got 5 on the table. I don't know how many that is. 5 billion. Hold on. Oh, that one came out upside down. Okay. Okie dokie. 7, 11, 12 with bottom of the deck. We've got move beyond intention to believe. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I think the allergies are starting to get better. Either that or the pills that I changed to are finally kicking in. Success and transformation. Make a mission statement for your soul. Cut the cords of doubt. You are living poetry. You are light came out upside down. I'll talk about it in a second. What does your soul say? Manifesting and doing. Find your sacred flow. Creator water. If you're a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Ambush fear with your ferocious dream. And bottom of the deck, fearless expression. So it doesn't necessarily have to be water sign, but there are 4 cards in this deck: water, fire, air, and earth. So I attribute that to signs. However, maybe you just need to go to the water. Maybe you need to take a bath. I don't know. Maybe you need to stand out in the rain. I did that a couple weeks ago, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Actually, like a month and a half ago. I love standing out in the rain. I literally stood out there in my tank top and my shorty shorts, and it was the best. And it was very cleansing. I mean, it's probably acid rain, but still. I'm just kidding. You never know what goes on. You never freaking know. Let me just say that. If I stood out in the rain and my skin started to burn, I would probably be like, what aren't they telling us? Conspiracy theory. You are the light was in the reverse. You know this. We all have a little light. We all have a little dark. We're all human. Some days are good. Some days are bad. It's okay. It's okay. Yet, yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. I changed my manifestations in my manifestation book, I think on Sunday. And I actually simplified them, okay? Like I took some things out and then I simplified some other things. I'm just going to say this. I did not have the best day. I learned something at work about someone that I already was kind of pissed off at. The friend with the guy. Yeah, I learned something about her yesterday that I kind of knew like it was already there, but somebody told me something, not in relation to my situation, our situation, but just with her in another situation with someone else. And I got so upset. Like, I literally couldn't, like, in my mind, I was talking trash on her all day. And it was funny because, well, it's not funny, but it's funny because Like I would say something in my head and then I would be like, no, I don't mean that. And that's the difference between someone that's healing, right? Like you feel like you have to say it because it's in your head, but in reality, like you don't really mean that. And that's the sign of somebody that like knows the difference between right and wrong, knows the difference between healing and not healing, accountability and no accountability, right? Because, and I don't know her 100%, but I spent a lot of time with her before she decided to hook up with the guy I was in love with. Um, I'm pretty sure after I heard what I heard about the situation, and it's not the first time because I've heard about something like in the past, like before her and I were friends, kind of like a similar situation where she did a similar thing like she did to this person. She doesn't take any accountability for her actions. I was just so upset yesterday. Uh I just spent the whole day like my whole body was in knots. My brain was like going like 5,000 miles a minute. Yeah, I had a day yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. And then after work, I went with my friend to work out, and her and I talked. And I didn't tell her anything about what happened throughout the day because I'm not gonna gossip like that. But I used to, but I'm not. Um, and it just kind of mellowed me out and relaxed me, And I got home, and my neighbor had made some chicken with mushroom and mushroom sauce. Now I don't eat mushrooms, and I thought I was allergic, but maybe that was just in my head because I ate the sauce that had the mushrooms in it, and I picked out the mushroom. The sauce was amazing, and believe it or not, I had some little crispy crowns. Like those little fake tater tots. They're like little flat tater tots. I put about 20 in a little pan with some oil. I put the chicken on there. She had probably like six little chunks of chicken and good sized chunks of chicken in there. And then I put the sauce on there with as little mushroom as I could get on there. Oh my God. I couldn't, I was like, is there more? Like, I couldn't get enough. Her sauce for the chicken? I don't know what the hell was in there, but that wasn't no canned mushroom sauce. Like, she made that sauce from scratch, and that was amazing. I loved it. Um, And that was one of the best parts of my day, working out, grabbing a coffee with my friend, and my dinner. And by the way, the Tarot Collective from last night is literally still uploading at like 70% at 5 o'clock in the morning. Can we get it together, YouTube? It was like a 24-minute video, a 30-minute video. It really was not that long. Like I don't understand. And there's already another update for YouTube in here. I can't update it until this damn video uploads. Anyway, we all have our good days and our bad days. It's fine. We're human. The point is do you recognize? Do you recognize when it's good? Do you recognize when it's bad? Do you recognize that you need to try and get rid of those thoughts? That you need to try and make it a little bit lighter for yourself? Because really, at the end of the day, it's really for you and your own mentality, your own heart, right? Like you want to be light, you want to be loving. I was not in that place yesterday. I'm just saying. So this totally resonates with me. I hope it resonates with you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if anything you were entertained. I will talk to you all later.